What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday over here. Bitcoin up over 27K. Okay, it is back up above 27K at this time. It is bringing back up quite a bit of these altcoins with it. What would Bitcoin do next? How could this affect the overall crypto markets? We're going to be taking a look into the charts of Bitcoin. Of course, we're going to be talking about the main topic today, which will be about Celer on this post. What has happened to this coin? Is it still alive? Let's take a look at some upside as well as some downside price targets for this coin and some key price levels this coin does need to break in order to go either direction. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal opinion and sentiment on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sorts, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets. But I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. It is kind of lagging, so bear with me. So we do have Celer network token right here at about 1.2 cents, 1.2 cents almost, okay? Up quite a bit today. It is being dragged up by Bitcoin, okay? When Bitcoin does pump, it does bring quite a bit of these altcoins up with it, in my opinion, in my observation, okay? Now, let's see what could be happening here and what has happened since the last time I made an update on this token, okay? Since the last time I made an update on this token, I did mention that there was a falling wedge pattern, right, on this weekly time frame, most notably. However, it does seem like that pattern has been broken down, so you usually don't see falling wedge patterns break to the downside, okay? It is usually a bullish breakout. However, this one did break to the downside, so it did not look good for the bulls here, okay? That broke down basically on the 3-day candle of August 14th, okay? Now, what could be happening here instead? Since the price action has broken down, it has formed a double bottom here, a little double bottom, right? We have one bottom here on September the 1st, the 3-day candle, and then the second bottom here on September the 10th in terms of the 3-day time frame, okay? So let's see what could happen here, right? Because a double bottom, it's usually, you usually break to the upside, okay? Let's take a look into the daily time frame and see if we can get any clues on what could be happening. I mean, on this daily time frame, it really doesn't seem too much like a double bottom here. So let's go back to the 3-day time frame. Okay, on this 3-day time frame, we do have a small double bottom. Okay, let's see if this could be the start of a reversal. So the neckline would be about 1.27 cents area. We're going to take a measure target, which is basically measuring from the neckline of the pattern, okay, down to the bottom of the pattern, and then putting it back on top of the neckline, okay? That will give you a small measure target of about 1.475 cents area, okay? Now, measure targets are estimates only. It could be over, under, and it might not get there right away, right? Do your own Google searches on what measured targets mean. It is public knowledge. Do your Google searches on double bottoms, falling wedges, basically whatever trading concept that is being discussed here. Learn TA for yourself. I think that's one of the most important things you can do. It's probably the most important thing you can do if you want to be in this market in the long term as a trader. Okay. Now, let's take a look into some key price levels, some key resistances this price action does need to break in order to reach its measured targets and probably beyond. Okay. Now, we do have the 3-day 21 SMA right here. The 3-day 21 would be about 1.27 cent area. 3-day 50 SMA, it's going to be about 1.6 cent area, which is basically, beyond the measured targets, but that is still relevant, which I will get to in just a minute. The 3-day 200 SMA is currently about 2.15 cent area, the orange line. Now, let me go to the monthly time frame and discuss very quickly why any resistances above the 3-day double bottom there is relevant. It's because we do possibly have a double bottom on this monthly time frame. Okay. Now, this second bottom here will be coming from August. The first bottom here will be coming from December of last year. Even though this August candle here is not quite as low as that December candle, I would still consider this as a double bottom. Of course, there is still possible, there's still a possible scenario that this price action could go lower towards that December of last year bottom at about 0.9 cents area. Okay, it could still potentially go towards that, or even a little beyond that. So something to be keeping in mind. This is a very it's a very open-ended double bottom here on this monthly time frame, because it could continue going lower, but you can still interpret this as a double bottom if it doesn't. Okay. Now, the measured targets out of this bigger double bottom on this monthly time frame would be about 5.6 cent area. The neckline would be about 3.3 cent area. Okay, that is something to be watching out for, aside from the smaller double bottom here. Let's take a look into some major resistances, right, going up to the neckline and that measured target of that bigger double bottom there. We do have a the monthly 21 SMA, which is the blue line here, currently about 2.3 cent area. Monthly 50 SMA currently at about 2.8 cent area. The weekly 21 SMA 1.55 cents area. Weekly 50 SMA at about 1.6 cents area. Weekly 200 SMA about 2.8 cents area. So yeah, quite a bit of moving averages going between the price action now and that bigger double bottom neckline. Daily 200, daily 21 SMA is basically, where the price action is at, about 1.15 cents area. Okay, it's basically a little above it right now. Daily 50 SMA at about 1.2 cent area. Daily 200 SMA is about I'm just going to call it 1.8 cent area. Okay, so that's basically what I'm seeing here in terms of the smaller pattern on the 3-day time frame and the bigger pattern on the monthly time frame. Of course, it's going to take some time to play out, right? So it's definitely worth paying attention to. Let's take a look into some possible downside. Okay, that was the upside we talked about, but always got to acknowledge the downside, especially as a trader. Okay, let's take a look into the monthly time frame here. Now, on the downside, I am going to refer to past trading history for key support because we don't have any major moving averages beneath the price action. Now, also note that on the upside, in terms of resistances, you could still find more resistances, okay? Key resistances on the upside. I really just named the noticeable ones, which are the major moving averages, but you guys can do further a deeper look into resistances on the upside depending on what time frame you guys are trading on. But for time's sake, I'm not going to do that here with resistances. I'm going to do here with support, and then I'm going to come to the monthly time frame for a cleaner look. Okay. Now on this monthly time frame here, what is the next level of key support here? We're basically at one at about, that 1 cent area. Okay. That 1 cent area is very important support. The next level down will be coming from this next level at about the December of last year level at about 0.9 cents area. Okay. Quite a bit of support there coming from previous trading history. One of them would be January 2021, right? And then you guys can look further into the past trading history here. So 1 cent area, 0.9 cent area, those are going to be your next key levels of support. If it starts breaking those levels, we're going to come back and we're going to do another look at what could be happening instead, right? But even with those two key levels of support, it's still quite a bit of way down, right? That's about, a good 20%-ish way down. Now, that's basically what I'm seeing for Celer here. I am not trading this coin at the moment. If you guys do want to continue to see updates from this coin, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. I will go ahead and bring you guys an update if enough of you guys want to see it. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick because this is my first post of the day, and I think it's very important to pay attention to Bitcoin because it is the driver of this market. If Bitcoin pumps, it usually brings up a lot of these altcoins, and if it dumps, it usually dumps a lot of these altcoins. We do have a pretty important event coming tomorrow, which is the Fed rate hike, and my sentiment and opinions on this market just based on that event is that I am heavily considering liquidating all my leverage longs. I have other longs, but I am considering closing my leverage longs because of possible volatility just for that event, and then consider what I would do afterwards. Okay. That's my personal opinion, not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. Okay, I could very much be wrong and lose money, right? I do have other longs that I'm probably gonna keep in the markets. But yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing. What else? Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick, see what's going on. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame where I did mention that, Bitcoin has broken out of this 4-hour falling wedge pattern here, right? Measure target is about 29.2K. Price action did come up to this daily 50 SMA, right? Basically went above that a little bit. The daily 50 SMA is the gray line here, currently about 27.2K. 6-hour 200 SMA is basically right at the price action as well. Pretty in line with the daily 50 SMA at this moment. What could be happening here? Well, on the short term here, we're seeing a basically bearish divergence. Pretty notably on this 6-hour time frame, we got a higher high, but a lower high on the RSI. So, possible pullback coming. This looks like it could probably form another rising channel pattern, but it's not completely formed, right? It could probably look something like this, or a rising wedge, which is usually bearish. But, we did break out of a rising channel not too long ago, which I invalidated, which is usually bearish. But it did break to the upside. Let's see if Bitcoin does this again. That's basically what I'm seeing in the short term. Of course, the Fed rate hike tomorrow is going to be pretty important. Going to be tuning in for that. And then, Bitcoin is looking like it's trying to stay away from this breakdown, which is the double top here on this weekly time frame I've been talking about for quite some time, right? But the main resistance I'm looking at for Bitcoin to overcome is about the 28K level, which is quite a bit of major moving averages. You got your weekly moving averages, some 3-day moving averages. You got your daily 200 SMA, monthly moving averages, or monthly moving average, right? Something to be paying attention to. Now, this basically wraps up this post for today. I will be doing more posts later today. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment to see other posts, or if you guys want to see more updates on Celer. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.